Hey, it's your homegirl, Haley. I am here. I just got home from a shoot. Hopefully my hair didn't get messed up. I popped on as soon as I got home, you guys. So I'm really sorry that I am so late. I have a whole collection of new graphic tees that I feel are really awesome to wear for these Facebook Lives. Because we're just being casual, we're hanging out. So I just got home. I'm going to wait for people to come on and kind of gather myself here and get everything organized. Again, sorry I'm late. The weather has been, that is Finn sneezing. Bless you, Angel. The weather has been super nice. Like, it's not usually like this. So I had to run out and take advantage of that and shoot an outfit, a really, really cute, like 90s grunge inspired outfit, you guys. I'm so excited about this outfit. I wasn't sure how it was going to come together and how it was going to look on me, but I really, really like it. I really think that it's super cute, and I can't wait to show you. So I'm just going to get my iPad set up real quick because my laptop doesn't show me everybody's comments. So I'm just going to get that done, and we will just dive right into everything we're going to talk about today. I hope everybody is having a good day. Mine has been hectic and crazy because I was getting ready for all this stuff. Finji, I need you to go lay down. Do you want to say hi to the people? Come here. Come here. You don't make an appearance very often. Everybody, this is Finn. Look how cute. He is my precious little boy, and he's very camera shy. Usually when we pull out the camera, he runs away. So, let's see. What am I doing? All right. I swear everything is different on my iPad, and it's really annoying to try to get situated. Sorry. All right, lay down, boys. They're probably going to make some noises. I apologize. It happens. Okay, here we go. So I will be able to see your comments if you have any. And let's just dive in. We're hanging out and everything's casual. I will gather myself. Yeah, so it's been a hectic day. I still don't feel 100%. I still can't completely breathe through my nose. It kind of comes and goes. It fills up. It lets go. I've just been so tired. And I think that was the first thing I was just going to touch base with, is I still haven't gotten a blog post up. I have every intention of doing it, and I've got some photos done and ready. But I've just been so tired. That's just something that happens now that I don't have a thyroid. And I have an autoimmune disease. So I have to be a lot more careful with my time, like as far as how much I'm doing in an allotted amount of time. I just can't be normal anymore. And it's really, really frustrating because I always feel like I'm being lazy, or I'm not being productive enough, or what have you. Like, I beat myself up about it, and I didn't have a blog post up while I was on vacation, and I really wanted to come back home and go. Then I was sick, and I still don't feel 100%. Like, my eyes hurt so bad. It was a couple of days ago. So what's today? Thursday, so it was Tuesday. My eyes hurt so bad, and I went, it was like 20 till 4. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to lay down and rest my eyes for a moment. I'm just going to stretch and decompress for a moment and then get back to work. So that was like 3:40. I woke up at 6 and I was still super tired. So it's just things like that. When I go on vacation, I go, I push myself, and then when I get home, I'm just a pile of mush. And it takes me longer to rest up and get myself back in working order. So that's kind of what's happening. You know, you never know what someone's going through just by looking at them. You never know how sick they are or how they feel. And that's another hard thing for me, is that I look fine. I don't look super tired. I don't look like I can barely function or get out of bed or whatever. But I do have those really bad days where that's how I feel and everything hurts. And so, you know, be gentle to yourself. I just want to remind everybody, because I've been having this conversation with my friend too, because she's got an autoimmune disease and she's not feeling well. You know, be kind to yourself. Let yourself rest. I push and push and push, and I'm trying to be kinder to myself and give myself that time to rest and not push myself to just keep doing things when I know I need that rest. So be kind to yourself, rest. You don't have to be completely productive all the time. I know everybody has different responsibilities and stuff, but rest when you can, take care of yourself, and be kind to yourself, because you only have this one body and you got to take care of it and make sure that you can function and still be able to live your life. So, and you know, don't judge other people when they're tired and they don't feel good. So anyway, now that we're done with that, let's get into it. So when I was on vacation, I thought things were going to go well, because I have a certain makeup routine. It works out really well for me and I feel really good about it. And then once I got there to Georgia, the humidity just did not work. So y'all know that I normally use the It Cosmetics CC cream. I mix light and fair. This is the illumination one. I mix fair illumination with the light regular, and that's normally my foundation routine. Well, with the humidity, it just seemed to make me more oily and make my skin just feel kind of slick, to the point where I felt like my makeup was kind of sitting on my face weird, and not pilling up, but it made my pores look weird. It just wasn't working with the weather. So I did some research while I was down there to try to figure out what the heck I could do to make things work better for me, so I could look my best and feel good about my makeup routine and how it looked, just to kind of remedy the situation while I was there. I mean, thankfully I don't have to deal with humidity all the time. What is going on? But it was what is happening? Okay. My laptop was having an issue, you guys. It's just being really weird. I don't want to reload the page because this is how it wants to reload the page, and this is how I'm talking to you, and if I reload the page, it's going to disappear. All right, we're just going to have to go with this and hope that everything works out. Because essentially, this video should not take that long. So I don't want any of these freaking technical issues to mess with us. So anyway, I did some research, and I went to Ulta with my sister, and I started looking at some things to try to find stuff that would work well with the humidity. So the first thing I wanted to do was remedy the foundation situation, because it just was not meshing well with my skin and the weather. So the first thing I did, I kept my original concealer, and I still used color correctors. Those are the Urban Decay ones that I use. And I used the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. And so that is a long-wearing one. It's not super dry, but once it dries down, it is a slightly drier formula than some of the other concealers. But it works fine for me. I kind of use it all over my face and a little bit under my eyes and stuff. So it doesn't make me look drier, if that makes sense. So with that being said, I decided to go look at some MAC foundations. And then what I ended up buying was the MAC Studio Fix. This is the powder plus foundation. I wear the color NC25, and that is the color I wear in the concealer also. So here's what it looks like. It has the mirror. It's a mirrored compact with a powder. And I don't think this one has a sponge. Oh yeah, it does. So this compartment comes up and there's a sponge. Now I haven't been using this sponge. I've been applying this foundation with a brush or a beauty blender. And so let me, I didn't grab those. Hold on. Okay, sorry, I was running around, so I wasn't completely prepared. So what I've been doing is taking a damp sponge, this is a Real Techniques one, and patting it in and then applying it. Or likewise, you can just use a brush like normal, tap it in, and then start buffing it on your skin. So it has really good coverage, and I have had less issues with irritation because, like I said, I have hair on my face. I have to shave my face. I've been using a laser hair removal treatment. It's an at-home one called Tria, which if you guys want me to talk about it sometime, I totally will, and show you how it works. I've had a really great experience with it. It's lessened everything. And so I was doing it a lot, like every other day before my trip, and it really lessened everything. I didn't have as much stuff to deal with. So there was less skin irritation. I didn't need as much coverage because all of that was taken care of. But this still has a really good coverage. And so I'm just gonna put it on my finger and show you guys. And then I'm going to kind of apply it on my skin here and then buff it out. So you can see it does have a good amount of coverage. It is a little brighter than my skin color, but it works really, really well for me, especially with the concealer. Everything meshes well. The reason that it works for a humid climate, I have oily skin, and humidity is obviously more moisture in the air. So I feel like with the powder foundation, it is drying enough to keep my skin from being excessively oily. And it also kind of counterbalances that moisture in the air. So that's the first thing that I would use is this, the Studio Fix powder. And I've been using it since I've been home. I think it's really awesome. It has shortened my makeup routine. When I was mixing the two foundations, it was just like extra time. And then with the liquid foundation, you know, kind of applying it everywhere and blending it in. This has just been super, super easy because I used the MAC concealer. And then I basically buff this in the places where I need more coverage. Like for me, it's sort of my neck and around. And then I just use it on my face sparingly to kind of even out my skin tone. And so just buffing it into my skin has made my makeup routine so much faster. It's pretty amazing. So I highly recommend, like, give it a try. Ulta has a really good return policy. So if you end up not liking it, you can take it back. Just go check out the colors, see what works for you. They can color match you. I've found the employees there very helpful. And I highly recommend this. I mean, especially if you have oily skin. If you're on the drier side, Well, I still think you should try it, uh, but just make sure you moisturize really well, especially in that humid climate. So, so that was the first thing. And then the next thing I did differently. So I bought the All Nighter UD. This is Urban Decay's All Nighter waterproof powder. So same deal, powder compact with a little mirror. This is supposed to be a waterproof setting powder, which I thought was insane. Like, how could a powder be waterproof? But it has really helped my makeup, not only when I was wearing the liquid foundation, but also with the powder foundation. So what I do with this one, and there's still a little bit of foundation on here, but what I'll do is I'll get the brush and I'll dab it in and I'll apply it in some of the areas that I would have more issues with makeup kind of cracking or settling or kind of moving around. So for me, Finn, go lay down. For me, that's going to be up here in between my eyebrows. For some reason, the makeup likes to gunk up here. So I've been applying the powder there, the Urban Decay one. And then along my nose, especially where my sunglasses would be, so along this bridge of my nose. And then for me, I usually have some smile lines here, so I'll apply that there. And then maybe a little bit under my eyes. And then also kind of on the edges of my face where I want that coverage and I want the makeup to really stay. So that's what I would do with this. I wouldn't put it all over my face, but just in those places that I really, really needed the help, because I didn't want things to be too dry or powdery or cakey. So that was my next defense. Also, a really great thing where this came into play was when I was sweating and my makeup wanted to come off. So even with the setting sprays and stuff, when you're sweating, you're still going to lose, there's still going to be some makeup transfer. So like at my reunion, I was sweating and I was headed to the bathroom to kind of blot my face and powder so it wouldn't be an issue. But someone stopped me and I hugged her and I got makeup on her shirt and I felt so, so bad. I was so embarrassed. She didn't care, but I hate that makeup might transfer or something. And that really, really bothered me. So if you're sweating, there's still going to be makeup transfer regardless of what you do. But the best thing for me is to blot either with a blotting tissue. And I took my little Dino-Plats thing, which was totally handy. Blot. I went to the bathroom and got a paper towel and blotted just to get all the sweat off. And then I end up getting my little flat, it's this little flat beauty blender I keep in my purse. I do wash it regularly, so it's not like totally gross. So I would use this also after I blotted my face and I wasn't super oily, and I would rub it into this powder just a little bit, and I would start blotting around. Especially like my nose where I'd be super shiny, and then in those areas where I need that extra coverage, and even like down around my neck where I need the extra coverage and I don't want the makeup to go anywhere. So that was super duper helpful for me. Anytime I got super shiny, this powder was really, really awesome. It's not super heavy. Let me show you what it looks like. So it has a little bit of a tint to it, but it's really finely milled and silky. It's not super heavy. It doesn't end up looking super cakey or dry or anything like that. It's a really, really nice powder. And just, you're still using it sparingly. You're not lathering it on. But it was really, really helpful with those extra touch-ups throughout the day and just to get the shine down and to keep the makeup in place for the most part. I still had a little bit of issues. There was one day where we went to take pictures and it was, of course, humid, but it was super duper hot and we were sweating. And I had on my sunglasses most of the time because the sun was so bright. And so it had rubbed the makeup off on the bridge of my nose and on my cheeks. So what I ended up doing, I would blot the sweat, use a napkin, use a blotting tissue, and then I would take the little sponge with the all-nighter powder on it. Sorry, my nose is stopping up again. And I would blot. So I don't have my mirror with me. I'm just going to lean in, but I would blot in those places that I needed the coverage, just kind of all over, right? And just dab like that. And then the spot would go away and I still had the coverage and my makeup was blended and everything was fine. So all you have to do is just do like a dabbing motion with this powder, and it ends up taking, it blends everything together and it covers up that boo-boo spot. So that was super duper helpful. Another thing that I ended up buying while I was there was this. Let's see, that's the whole name. It's the Perricone MD Instant Blur. And this is what it looks like. It's another little mirrored compact. Okay, it comes with this little sponge. It's a stiffer sponge, and then this flips up, and there's this sort of it's kind of a moussey wet texture. Like, this is what it looks like on my finger, and I will show you how to use it in a minute. Let me see if I can put it here. So it does have a little bit of a wetness, but you think it's going to be greasy, but it dries to this really smooth, powdery feel. So when I was doing my research, I read about a Mally Beauty blurring sort of touch-up thing. This is for touch-ups during the day. Now, when I went to Ulta and was looking at the stuff, it just had a weird, it wasn't greasy, but it just had a weird texture. It was similar to this, but it was a little bit different. And I asked one of the employees there, had she ever used it and what she thought about it. Her makeup looked really pretty, so I thought I could ask her. And she said that she had used it, but there was another product similar, and it is more expensive, but she wanted to show it to me and like explain the differences. So this one is, I think it was like $50. It's really expensive. But I caved because I wanted to look my best and I didn't know what else to do because humidity sucks. So I'm going to show you how to apply it. I take the little sponge, which I wash regularly, I might add. I washed it like every other day. And you just kind of dab it in this product. I don't really know how to describe it, guys, because it's like, it has like a wetness to it. There's moisture to it. It does feel kind of whipped, and you think that it's gonna like take your makeup off, but it really doesn't mess things up. So, okay, you've got some on the sponge. Now what you're gonna do is just kind of press and roll. And so you're gonna keep doing that all across your face. Now I ended up kind of like doing this sort of rolling motion when I did it. And you want to make sure that it's blended. And you can always go back with another little sponge and kind of blend everything out. But what it's actually doing, it does kind of take some of your makeup up, but it's also helping to re-blend it and kind of touch it up so it looks good. Sorry, my throat's getting really dry. Hold on. Its basic use is to blur the skin. So it does kind of fill in some of those pores, and it blurs out the skin. It really does a good job of that. And I do think that when used sparingly, it makes my makeup look better. If you are putting on a lot, it's going to kind of get in the pores, and it might cause an issue for you if you have really big pores like me, because sometimes I can kind of see where the product is kind of in my pores, but I have to get really close to my mirror to see that. But it is a really good tool in blurring those imperfections, whether it's pores or some kind of makeup issue. If you have some kind of like separation or cracking or something, it did a really good job. And it has a little bit of that moisture at first, so it makes it so things don't look super dry. It was just really, really helpful to me. Oh, what do we got? Oh, you love my lipstick color. Thank you. That is Rinmen by Colourpop. It is one of their, let me grab it. Oh, I sat on my pillow. Let's see. It is from the Alari collection. This is the lipstick that I'm wearing. Again, it is called Rinmen, Renmen. And I think it's still available. I'm not used to wearing reds, and my friend told me yesterday, she's like, you need to change it up. You need to stop wearing hot pink, and you need to wear more red lipstick. I was like, okay, girl. I have an outfit I'm going to shoot tomorrow, and I was going to wear red lipstick. So, oh, so this product, I hope is what you're talking about, Gina. Let me know if it's one of the others. This is the Paracone MD Instant Blur. And Ulta had it. It's a little bit farther over towards the skincare, past all the makeup and stuff, at least at the one I went to, because the Paracone, I don't think they have a whole lot of makeup stuff, but they do have some, like a blush and stuff. And I've liked the other products that I've used by them. But this stuff has been really great. And like I said, the other one that's similar is by Mally Beauty. And I can't remember the exact name of it, but it's in a pink compact, and it looks a little more clear-ish. Also kind of a sort of solid, moussey thing. The consistency is really weird to describe, but it works, and it's not greasy. It dries down to this like silky, powdery feel. So, oh, good. Yes, the Paracone line. Yes, so when you try it, or if you try it, let me know how you like it. I'm really interested in other people's experiences with, well, any product, but especially these that I'm kind of telling you about. I really want to know if they work for anyone who tries them, and like what kind of skin you have, and all of that. I love all this information, so please let me know if you use it. So those were like the main things. And then I also ended up getting, so y'all know that I use the Scandinavia sprays. I use the primer spray, the oil control primer spray, and then I got the bridal spray for the finishing spray. And I love them. They work amazingly well. But with all of the humidity and my oiliness, I went ahead and got the Urban Decay De-Slick spray. Now, when I got it home and I was kind of reading the ingredients and looking it over, and I've used this spray before and I love it, but excuse me, but I really love the Scandinavia stuff, and I have been mostly just using that. But I needed all the help I could get, so I got the De-Slick. This is the oil control setting spray from Urban Decay. Now when I got it home, I looked on the box and it says by Scandinavia, you guys. My mind was blown. So I can't believe that it's by Scandinavia, and I never saw that before. I did not know that at all. So the products are the same for the setting sprays, except they're just in a slightly different order. And so I did have really good luck with this one. I felt like it maybe controlled the oil a little bit more than my oil control Scandinavia one. I would spray it on, so I would spray on my primer spray from Scandinavia. Then I would spray on the De-Slick spray, and then I would put my primer on, which is the Hourglass primer, and then I would spray a little bit more primer spray. Very light layers, so it's not a whole bunch of stuff, but that really, really helped me. So I don't know if it's just like a slightly different formula that works better for oil control for me, because like I said, they're the same. They are exact same ingredients. They're just in a slightly different order. It is more economical to buy the Scandinavia line from the Scandinavia website. And as far as I know, you can only get it on their website. It's a lot cheaper if you get like the bigger bottles. And they always have like a 20% or 25% off code as well, which makes it a huge deal compared to the Urban Decay ones. But if you at least just want to try the Urban Decay ones, those are easy to get. You can go to Ulta, you can get a small one and just try that and see if it works for you. They also have the all-nighter spray, which I ended up buying during one of their half-price sales recently. And again, by Scandinavia. Look at that. So same thing. I guess it's just a slightly different formula because the ingredients are slightly in different orders, but they're all the same ingredients. So my mind was totally blown about that. I posted on Insta story. I could not believe it. I really could not wait to tell you guys about this. But both of those sprays ended up working really, really well for me. The De-Slick has been a little more drying for me now that I'm back home, where the humidity isn't a huge deal. But if you're in a humid climate and you're oily or you're sweating a lot, I would definitely try that. They do have smaller sizes, which are, I think they're $15 for a smaller one. So you can at least try it and see if you like it before you get a full size, because the full size of the Urban Decays are $30. I'm trying to remember how much this one was. It could have been $40, and then it had like the discount code. So this is 8 ounces and this is 4 ounces. So again, it's way more economical to get the Scandinavia one. But if you just want to try it, go get the Urban Decay one and see if you like it, see if it works for you before you kind of invest in a larger size. Like I said, I used the De-Slick in Georgia, and it was great for me. My makeup still stayed on well, and it still looked good most of the day. It was just those little touch-ups throughout the day as I would sweat or get more oily where I needed to blot and kind of demoisturize and then powder. But things still looked good. I still looked fine in photos. I can't wait to show you guys. I have finally figured out how I'm going to present all of those things to you, so it's a little more doable for me where I'm not just like, all of it has to be in one post. So we're going to do separate posts for each event, and they're going to be outfit posts as well. So I can talk to you guys about the things that I wore and review stuff. So those are the products that I bought in Georgia to combat the humidity. And I'll go over those again with you just in case. I got the Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation from MAC. I also used the Urban Decay All-Nighter Waterproof Powder, and my little beauty blender. I mean, don't forget that. It is very helpful. I thought it was so dumb when I got it in a Birchbox or an Ipsy or something. I was like, really, a flat beauty blender, and you want me to carry this dirty sponge in my purse? But you guys, it's been really, really helpful. And I wash it all the time so it doesn't get all gross. And also the Perricone MD Instant Blur. So that was the other product. And then the De-Slick Spray by Urban Decay. You also have the option of the all-nighter one if you're not an oily person. And again, those are by Scandinavia, and it's more economical to buy Scandinavia from their website. It is a slightly different formula. Like I said, I think the De-Slick controlled my oil more than the Oil Control Scandinavia spray for some reason. But also I was in that really humid climate. So, if you guys use any of those products, please let me know. They worked really well for me down there. I'm glad that I don't have to deal with the humidity all the time. It has been really nice to be back home where I can breathe easier, and it's a little chillier out which has been really nice. And it's not raining. It's supposed to be, I mean, usually at this time of year, it's raining like crazy. And it's just gray and drab, and it's actually really sunny and beautiful. It's like just perfectly fall. Which is really, really awesome. And we've been trying to get out in the weather as much as possible while it's nice. And that's why I've been trying to do photo shoots as much as possible, because it's nice, because it's going to start raining here at some point. So while I'm here and we're hanging out, I thought I would just go over a few other products with you. I bought 3 new products from the Colourpop Disney Collection. They had a lot of colors that I already kind of have. So I just had to show you this packaging too. This is the Belle lipstick. Oh, look at her. She's so pretty. Their packaging is really, really cute for this. There's little colored stars on the side. So they had all the main princesses. And then here is the packaging for the eyeshadows. Let's see. The lighting's not always awesome when I get it up close to the, to the camera, but it has these really pretty little colored stars on it. And I thought I would swatch these things for you guys while you're here. So this is the Super Shock Shadow in Almost There that we're gonna show you. We also have the Super Shock Shadow in So This Is Love. I don't remember all their names. And then we have the Luxe Lip in Belle. So let's get to swatching here. This is what the Luxe Lip looks like. It has little stars imprinted in it. Oh, this one doesn't actually. Well, the main ones do. They have little stars imprinted. Anyway, it's a really pretty, like rosy brown color. I thought it was really, really pretty for fall. So I'm going to swatch that for you. And there's what that looks like. It is really pretty and perfect for fall on. I've already worn it out. I love it. So we also have these other sort of brown shades. I wore, so this is called So This Is Love. I wore it in my last, the last video that I did. On Saturday. It was the one where I was crying. So if you want to see how good my makeup held up while I was crying, check out that video. I didn't cry the whole time. It was like maybe half an hour, but my makeup held up really well. I was wearing this Super Shock shade, although with the makeup I was wearing, it looked a lot more cooler toned and silvery. It does have a little bit of a silver, like cool toned shift to it. On my hand, it looks a little warmer. It looks more like champagne-y, but it does have that kind of silvery shift about it. So along with other shades, it's that more silvery, cool toned looking shadow, even though on my hand, I wish it looked like what it did on my hand. All right, so these are both ultra glitters. Oh, this is ultra metallic, and then this Almost There one is ultra glitter. I will show you what that looks like up close. It is extremely glittery. Come on, focus. It's super glittery. It's very, very pretty. It is more of a bronzy brown, and it has silver and blue, maybe purple, like a really light purple glitter in it. Ooh, I love swatches. Okay, there is what it looks like. I'm going to move it around in the light so you can see it. Hopefully that does it some justice there. So those are the 3 items that I got. I usually buy a little bit more during their collections, but the Jasmine lipstick was also a hot pink, which I kind of have enough of, according to my friend. But it was also sold out when I remembered that I needed to go check out the collection. I always check out the swatches, and then I've been forgetting when they go on sale. Let me use my wipes so I don't make a mess. Whew. So the last thing I wanted to show you is these super cute enamel pins. As you know, I love Outlander. And I know some of you are also Outlander fans. The new season is starting on November 4th, and I am super excited. I'm going to make a menu from the Outlander kitchen book. I also made a cherry bounce that I started back in June, and it's ready and it's super tasty. So if you guys want to know more about the cherry bounce, if you want to make your own like cherry infused alcohol, please let me know, and I can show it to you and talk about that. So I haven't even taken these out of the package because they came yesterday, and I was super excited. I took a little picture of them, and life has been insane, and I have just not been in the mood to do more than I need to do. So I'm going to take these out of the package. These are from a company called Brio and Brandish. They are at Brio and Brandish on Instagram and Etsy. They have an Etsy shop. So here are the Claire and Jamie enamel pins. The Claire one says Sassenach, and the Jamie one says King of Men. I thought they were so cute. You don't find a lot of Outlander things like this, and so I was super excited. And the lady who has the shop lives here in Washington State and was on one of the Outlander Washington groups that I'm a part of, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need those. So I got these, and then she also has this one that says Time Traveler, so I snatched that up too. I think they're about $10 each, if I'm not mistaken, and they're actually a really good size. Like, let me see if I can put something up to it. Well, I don't know. Here's my thumb. There's my thumb, you guys. Here's the lipstick thing. They're a really nice size, especially compared to a lot of enamel pins. So they feel good, and I'm really excited to wear them. And I think I'm going to get some as gifts for some people in my life that love Outlander. So anyway, I was really excited to show you guys some new stuff and talk about those products. And yeah, that kind of brings us to the end of things. I am always looking for new things that you want to talk about. So if you guys have any ideas, if you have any questions, if there's something that you want to know about, it can be makeup related or fashion related or whatever related, please message me. Let me know what you want me to talk about on Facebook Live, because I always need more ideas. I try to write down things anytime I get a crazy idea in my brain. And we're just hanging out and talking. So if there's something you want to see, let me know. What other things were we going to talk about real quick? So there won't be a Facebook Live next week because I do have to prep for my K2 afternoon live segment next week. So I will just keep you guys informed on the Facebook page when we're going to have the next one and what it's going to be about. I got my first Ipsy Glam Bag Plus in the mail, and I'm super excited to show you guys. Those are the ones with the full-size products. So I'm really excited to go over that in our next unboxing. Let's see, what else? Yeah, I think that's everything we need to cover today. Again, if you have any ideas or any questions, or there's anything in particular you want to see from me, please let me know. Be on the lookout for new blog posts. I'm trying to get them out as much as I can. I'm going to actually go work on photos now and pop some ibuprofen because I have a really bad headache. And we're going to go from there. So have a great weekend. I hope you guys have a good tomorrow. At least it's Friday, right? And and have a great weekend. I have a busy one. We have brunch with friends, and I have more photo shoots to do. There's going to be a lot of fun stuff on the blog if I can just get my shit together. So you guys, take care. Thank you for joining me. Again, if you have any questions, you can watch these Facebook Lives after the fact, and you can still comment and ask great questions. Gina, thank you for hopping on and checking everything out. Let me know if you try any of those products and how they work for you. I'd really, really love to know your experience. And that's it. Stay sparkly, you guys. And I will talk to you later. Bye.